Hello, 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 and welcome in, everybody. I'm actually finishing up one or two more things that I didn't even realize I was eligible for until I already hit like the go live button. So I'm just finishing up something real quick. So just a sec. What the hell? Why did that come out as... That came out wrong. That came out all wrong. Sorry, just... Tell me this is going to work this time. There we go. Boop. Is it going to get sent to both? Yes, it's getting sent to both. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's take this and... How do I, Can I just do /pin for that? No? Guess not. Oh well. I can do it easily on this one. Alright. That's the place where it really matters to have it anyway. So I'll just leave it on there. I probably could have just dropped it on the YouTube. It's the place where it really matters to have it pinned is in the YouTube, but I would like to pin it here as well. I wish there was a way to just pin last message. Let me see. Is there? And I go the comment at the top, blah, 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 blah. Oh, that seems like it should be functioning then. Why is it not? That's weird. Why does it not want to let me then? Nope. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to let me. Strange. It says you should be able to pin it really easily. Pop out, edit, chat, GIF. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, none of that. There it is. Pin this message. Much better. Again, not that it probably matters that much on Twitch, because anyone who's on Twitch is already watching me on Twitch and earning the rewards, but still probably better to have it pinned at the top so that people, as soon as they hop in, can immediately see, oh, yep, rewards are happening on this channel, blah, 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 right? So I will go ahead and do that. I don't know why it wasn't working directly on their page, though. That's odd. Anywho. We are back. We are in. We are playing. We are tiny. Oh, yeah, I ran some dungeons and got myself the top, which really doesn't matter that much because the top is basically just the Hall of the Novice top, but with, like... Actually, I think I can... Can I dye this one? I don't know. Let me pull the materia out of here. Oh my god, a Lala! Yep. I am a Lala. I am the perfect Lala for someone who's doing the free trial completionist playthrough. I am no money, mo money. The perfect little brokest Lala imaginable. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here I didn't manage to get. I think I was doing a lot of fishing, like leave quests, and also just fishing to like clear out some log and some. I think I might have been doing fishing job quests as well. So that's probably why all this stuff is spirit bonded. Also, I fiddled around with some of my graphical settings off stream as well, with like the new graphics being what they are. I need to sort of figure out what would work for me and to get the most out of your free trial until you got level capped. Yeah, actually, I made a character on free trial and went all the way to the end of Heavensward back when it was still on Heavensward, and then I made a normal account, like a paid account, and I've played that character all the way through Endwalker, right? So this one is more like a not exactly a challenge playthrough, just more like a completionist playthrough. I'm seeing everything you can possibly do on the free trial, so this is gonna be a long one. This is gonna be a very long one. Is this dyeable? No, this is not. This is not dyeable. Okay, which makes it basically not any better than the, yeah, it's really not any better than the Hall of the Novice one, because it's not dyeable or anything. This is just like the Sestasha outfit, basically. But I wanted the glam to... Planning to play Dawn Trail. Yes. I don't own Dawn Trail yet. I didn't bother to do pre-order or early access or any of that stuff, so I have to wait until it just goes up on their store and I can just buy it. I thought that was supposed to be today, although that may only be for people who already own the game, because I looked on their store and I can't buy it. So I have to wait until like normal sales go up on their store. But yes, I am planning to play Dawn Trail. I'm not in a huge rush, though. I'm probably going to wait at least 2 or 3 weeks before I play through Dawn Trail, because I want to let all, like, the spoiler, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff sort of, like, settle before getting into it. All of this stuff is old. And I pulled out some more materia. This is pretty good. Yeah, see, so I did a bunch of fishing. And I was just doing, like, fishing leave quests for leveling and stuff. Spoilers are still going to be even more abundant in weeks. Yeah, I know. I'm mostly avoiding it the way that I tend to, which is I don't really care to like block words or mute words on my stream or on Twitter or things like that. It's basically just like as I'm scrolling through things, if I see someone posting something about 14 and it's obviously seems to be something about Dawn Trail, I just scroll right past it. Pretty much and don't even look. So I'm just gonna avoid spoilers as best I can, and I'll play it in a couple of weeks. Rather than spoilers for me, because I usually don't care that much about spoilers, I meant more like for spoilers for other people. I'm gonna give it a couple of weeks for people to have sort of, not everyone, but a lot of people to have sort of played it, and then I'll go ahead and stream it while I'm playing through it, so I don't have to worry about like spoiling it too much for people. You need funds to buy the game? I think it's available. I don't think it's available for purchase. I was looking at my service account earlier today, and it wasn't letting me. It wasn't available for me to buy, and that was just like a couple hours ago, I think. So I don't think it's available yet. And no, I don't need funds. I have enough to purchase it. But thank you for asking, Orm. But I should be fine to get it. I just didn't bother doing like pre-order or anything because I knew I was gonna wait a few weeks before playing it. Go to Mog Station or Square Enix store. I think I was on the Square Enix store. Don't know for certain. See, you're in Shadowbringers and you didn't bother pre-ordering because you're way too far away. Yeah. So most of what I was doing... Well, I was doing a lot of different things while I was off stream. It was all leveling crafters and gatherers and running leaves and stuff like that. It wasn't anything too much. I think I ran some leveling and guild hests and stuff like that for roulettes and all, but mostly I was just doing like let's see, what do I have? That wants finger shrimp. I don't have them. This wants Merlther gobies. Oh, this is the multi-turn-in one. Yeah, this is the one you can turn in multiple times, so... How many Merlthur Gobies do I have? Oh, I've got plenty. Loving stuff's so oddly satisfying too. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Merlthur Gobies, so I should actually be able to turn this one in. For those who don't know, the way I know that is because of this right here. These little cards that you get on the leave quests give you little tidbits of information about like how the quest will play out or things like that. I don't care too much about that because I kind of want to do like all the unique ones, but there are two cards that are very important. For gatherers, it's this card with the little Femme Mikote fishing with the group around the fire. That means that you can turn in the item on this quest 3 times in a row. There's also one of those for trade craft for your crafters, and that one is like that link should be where you can buy it. All right, I'll check it out. There's also one for your crafters, and that I think is like an old woman and a young woman, both here, like sitting around weaving, I believe it is. And that one also means you can turn in the required material 3 times in a row. The benefits of this being that you only have to spend a single leave allowance, and you get to turn objects in 3 times. So it's a bunch of XP, might be a bunch of gil if there's a good reward in it. Who knows? But mostly it's like a ton of XP for very few leaves, right? So these ones are very useful. This one wants harbor herring. I don't have enough of those. So I've managed to fish up a bunch of different fish. While I was trying to gather specific fish, I managed to get a bunch of different ones. So that's part of what I was doing, was just like turning these things in as I went along. Unswish is Culinarian Guild, yeah. So I was pretty much just doing a lot of this. Like, this one's going to be interesting because the reward for this leave quest is like 19,000 Fisher experience, and I get to turn it in multiple times. So that's going to be very good for like leveling me up and stuff. My Fisher's already highest level just by doing this sort of stuff. My Fisher is already the highest of all 3 of them. And now that I have ocean fishing unlocked, it's going to go even faster if I bother to do ocean fishing. Look time. All right, Oren, thank you for dropping by. And thank you for having me dancing up a storm with you in your latest Go Live tweet. I love the fact that, like, since you made the VRM model, occasionally I just catch him dancing in some of your tweets and stuff. Soup to guts. All right. See, so I can turn this one in. That's 19,000 experience. Not much gil, but 19,000 experience. Boop. Oh, cool. I unlocked mooching. Interesting. I'm not going to make use of that right now, but it's nice to have. That'll be useful. Wait, why was I not able to... This is supposed to be a multi-turn-in. That is the weirdest thing ever. I know that card is supposed to mean it's multi-turn-in. Do Fisher quests not do that? No, they should. I don't know why it didn't let me turn it in 3 times. That card is specifically supposed to mean you turn it in multiple times. Level up. Yep, he's 25 now. I should drop by Mutamix again pretty soon to see what I can get. I don't think I can get what I care about, because I think what I care about is decent, and I think you need to be level 20 crafter to get decent. I don't remember for sure, but I should check it out. Anyway, next up is dropping back by there. Okay, I should probably go pick up that quest because Mutamix is sort of nearby there. So I'll just go and grab my MSQ, which is, for those who are new to this playthrough, I finished up my last stream just as I joined the Scions. So that's where I am in the MSQ. It's like level 18 or whatever, and I just signed on with the Scions. So today I'm thinking I might try to get up through Probably at least through the Ifrit fight, I think would be a good place to go. Vesper Bay. I think, unless I'm forgetting a bunch of stuff. Oh, crud. I meant to buy something while I was still in the, town. Scion folks seem so nice. I hope nothing bad happens to them. Yeah, exactly. With the new update and how fashion accessories tend to work these days, where you can, like, put them on along with your other gear and stuff. At least, like, glasses, face stuff. I think for umbrellas and stuff like that, it still is, like, its own whole separate thing. They actually added a few really easy to get ones that you can get for just like a couple thousand gil just in the starter towns, which aren't going to look all that good, but at least I can snag a couple. But again, I forgot to grab it before I left Limsa. I could drop by any of the starter towns though, I think, and get it. Yeah, you completely forgot to buy them. They're very simple ones. The two that are available to buy from the starter town are like a basic pair of glasses and a basic monocle, I think. Okay. Crafting tome vendor. No. No crafting tomes. Odd. I don't remember exactly how you start getting the, like, crafting prisms and stuff like that you could do. Let me double check some things here. Absolutely glamorous. Only needs level 15 and you get clear prisms. Learn how to craft glamour prisms. There you go. That's how you do it. Let me swap over to my blacksmith, who is by far my highest level crafter. Basic understanding of glamour. Yes, I understand you're no stranger to crafting this and that by yourself. So happens these skills can be applied to a singular cause. Should be interested in helping to bring more glamour to the world. I mean learning to make glamour prisms, either for personal use or to aid the aesthetically underprivileged. And granted, I'm not going to need to craft a lot of these. On free trial, can't use market, you can't trade. So I only need to craft as many glamour prisms as I personally need, and it's not going to be a ton. Maybe like a few hundred total over the course of my playthrough. I need to prepare beforehand. Bring me some Athardian orange juice in the meantime. This lady is just like addicted to orange juice and just desperately trying to get you to bring her glasses of it every time. Plan to make relics too. Well, it is a completionist playthrough, so yep. Yeah. The ARR, the Heavensward, and the Stormblood relics, and then eventually probably Shadowbringers as well whenever they get around to adding that. But yes, I plan to do, like, every single thing I can do, I plan to do. Because that's the point. Like, years-long playthrough sort of showing off everything you could possibly do on the free trial. Which, by the by, I am uploading these weekly on my... Do I have a command for that? There it is. I do have a command for that. I use it so rarely that I forgot if I even had a command for that. I am doing weekly videos, trying to shoot for, like, Fridays each week of, like, everything that I did that week for this playthrough sort of thing. Or, you know, a cut down of, like, here's the interesting things that happened this week. Letter to Goburn the Merchant, he'll allow you to browse his glamour prisms. They could move, leveling up your hand and land from the start. They are a relic on free trial is a pain. Yeah, I know. Because of all the, you have to get the pieces for it, which you have to run Wanderer's Palace or Wanderer's Palace Hard. I don't remember if it's the normal or the hard. You have to get the pieces for them. You also have to meld them, stuff like that. I do remember. I've done a couple of, I've never done an ARR Heavensward or Stormblood Relic all the way to the end, but I have done a lot of pieces of each of those relic quests, so I do know about, like, those stages. And you see, can all of the orange juice could be more piquant. Similar to my associate Whiskard and the Revenant's Toll, we have a similar arrangement. I'm sure you'll find his prices just as fair as Goberin's. Okay. Should start with Goberin, though. This stall's right there. Yep. I will. I don't even go to Revenant's Toll yet. Not until much later. I mean, I think I can go to Revenant's Toll. I don't think there's anything stopping me. But the story doesn't go there for a while. So true elegance. Is that a letter of introduction? Only finish your ARR relic after getting the full game. Yeah. Peeking from your pocket, miss. Yeah, more orange juice, please. So you're Sir Game's protege. And you wish to produce glamour prisms, a noble endeavor. My selection of tomes reserved for only the most deserving are yours to peruse. Now purchase master crafting tomes from Goberin as well as Tataroga and Mordona. Wait, master crafting tomes or just glamour tomes? Does he actually sell master tomes? Emperor's new items! Oh my god, it's the Emperor's new items. Absolutely. I want every one of these. Every single one of them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh god, the Emperor's new items. So glad I finally got these. I can finally get rid of all those boring jewelry pieces. Okay, so it is quote-unquote master tomes, but it's specifically for glamoring. I only want the blacksmith one for now. Master recipes? Yes, I know. I'll just get the blacksmith one for now, and I'll get the rest later. Glamour dispellers. Let's take... Oh god, they're pretty expensive for me on free trial. I'll take about 10 of those. I'm sure I'll get more later, but I don't want to spend all my money on it right now. All of that is going in my glamour dresser. This is getting learned. I don't think there's anything else in here that I need to desperately hold on to. No, so I'll just sort. There we go. All of that Emperor's new stuff is going in my glamour dresser. You don't usually craft them, you get them from your grand company with seals. Yeah, that is another option. I haven't gotten into the grand companies yet, but I think I will today. If I'm going to go to a free... Yeah, I think the grand company... Yeah. Actually, yeah, if I remember, I think it's grand company, then you watch each of the grand company scenes, then you choose one, and then you start going into, like, the primals and beast tribe stuff. So, yeah, Freet should be after... Although a Freet's a level 20 quest, I think. I don't really remember, like, the order that all this goes in. It's been so long since I did ARR. Nope, that's all gear. This is all dungeons that I don't really need. There we go. I could also do... I suppose I could do this manually the first time. It won't matter that much. I don't want to do this manually every time. I'll set up a glamour plate for it, but since I'm nowhere near any place where I can set up a glamour plate, I'll go ahead and do this manually for one time. There we go. Finally got rid of all the jewelry. Actually, I don't know if there will be any jewelry that'd look really good on Alala. I was, like, never able to find any decent jewelry I cared about on my Catboy. Although if I'm going to be using my Grand Company to level up a lot of my crafters and gatherers, then I am going to be getting a lot of seals. And then beyond that, there are actually achievements associated with like hundreds of provisioning and supply missions for your Grand Company. So even after I've like maxed out my classes, I'm still going to need to keep doing the supply and provisioning missions. Let's see, did anyone else new show up? I know Arnvald and his friends are here. They were here already. Looks like a couple of new, like, unnamed nobodies have shown up, but no one else really. Alright. Let's do this. Yeah. Part of the, like, completionist part of this is, like, as many achievements as I can get to, which includes leave quest achievements, which are the kind of thing that takes like over a decade to do. So eventually I'm sure this series will stop coming out weekly and start coming out like maybe monthly or every couple of months, but for a while this will be a weekly series. When it's literally just like, well, all you've got left is achievement hunting and you need to go do, you know, 12 leaves every day for the next 6 months to get the next achievement. One objective to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as primals. Yep. One be striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Actually, no. Ifrit's first, right? Because they send you to look into the primal threat, you deal with the whole thing with Ifrit, and then the Grand Companies are all up, you know, shoving their noses up your butt, like, please join us, because you managed to take down a primal. Yeah, so I think it's primal first, then Grand Companies. So I'll probably get Ifrit done real quick then. I think I've ever done those leave quest achievements, to be honest. Well, even if you had started, you wouldn't have finished them. Like I said, the nature of leave quests of only giving you 12 each day and having this thing that you have to spend to do the leaves means that bare minimum the big leave quest achievements of like thousands of leave quests in each category end up taking you like a decade to complete. You can design for yourself. Oh, when it is that first brought you to Eorzea, money. I believe the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Consider this when you give me your nobody. Whatever. They give you a glamour dispeller for this? Huh. Waiting to hear whether or not you will pledge your support to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Yep, sure. Why not? A bunch of useful stuff is locked behind doing this, like the entire MSQ, so I guess I will. Guess I'll have
to. I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard.
Uh-huh.
The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them.
That is until they locked themselves up like a bunch of nerds with books and refused to interfere with anything, ever.
Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons.
That's a gross understatement. she's like, they were called the Archons. It's like actually dozens and dozens and dozens of people are called Archons. These are just some Archons.
Those same brave souls stand before you now.
Oh my god.
The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Papalina.
I mean, yes, of course.
Charged with surveying the 12
yes, of course, Ida, yeah.
Hello there.
Hello.
Welcome.
Puffalimo does welcome, and all I can think of is the freaking it's freaking Keanu Reeves, Cyberpunk 2077. Come.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ulda, Jewel of the Desert.
Cool.
Welcome to the team.
Guard. Oh man.
If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Yastola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
It's Lady Meow Meow.
Greetings.
We already know each other. But since I could have come from any of the 3 city-states, I guess they can't pretend like we know each other here.
I have
Welcome to the cum zone.
Barrett immediately comes into the stream with blurp. Perfectly timed for it. Hey, Baron.
Last but not least is Urianger, who
Urianger.
presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
No, let's not do that. I don't want to go on for 10,000 paragraphs for an entire freaking novel with him.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
Uh-huh.
The words of a dear friend.
The only 14 stream you can join? What? Why? What? Oh, spoilers.
At the Battle of
The
Cartano,
potato is
our
spoiler
leader was
stream.
taken from us.
Yeah.
But
I'm
we
like,
did
why
not
is this the
stray
only one you
from
can
our
join? It's like,
purpose.
oh yeah, spoilers. Yep. Yep, spoilers. I'm celebrating the Dawn Trail release day, the public release day, by playing ARR on free trial. No spoilers here, baby. In fact, I should probably change my stream to say as much, shouldn't I? I probably should have done that. There we go. No spoilers here, baby. Literally changed it to say exactly that. You got the pre-play thing, you didn't really use it. You've been leveling your trust in Viper Pictomancer. Not yet gone to the new world. Well, even when I do get started finally on Dawn Trail, I'm not going straight to the new world. When I get started on... because on my Catboy, for anyone who's new, for anyone who hasn't watched me stream before, on my main, on my Catboy, I tend to play through each expansion as the box art job. So, like, I played through Endwalker as a paladin. I played through Shadowbringers as a Dark Knight. And... well, no. I start the expansion as my previous job, and I change over when it makes sense. So... I started Shadowbringers as a samurai, and then as soon as, like, the Warrior of Darkness stuff started happening, I became a Dark Knight. That's how it actually goes, right? I started Endwalker as a Dark Knight, and then, like, when I desperately needed to protect my friends, I changed to Paladin, kind of thing. When it makes sense in the story to me as I'm streaming through it to change, I change. So I won't be starting as Viper. I will be starting the MSQ of... Dawn Trail as Paladin, carryover from Endwalker, and then when it starts to make sense in the story, like probably when the story, I'm guessing, will start harping on about, like, I'm gonna go out and start hunting these dangerous targets or something, which I assume is something that's gonna happen at some point in Dawn Trail, I'll probably switch over to Viper then, when it, like, makes sense to me as I'm playing through it, like, yeah, this feels like the right time. But yes, I am technically, yes, going to be playing through Dawn Trail as Viper. So the very first thing I have to do, they're specifically for angry smart yeah, like Viper, my understanding lore-wise, is very much like a character from the Monster Hunter games. It's not that Vipers are trained to go out and fight like boars and, you know, like normal animals that you would hunt. They're hunters specifically trained to take on big, dangerous threats. Things that, like, no person should be able to take down single-handedly, kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, when I do start Dawn Trail, I'm not going to go straight into the MSQ, and I'm not going to go straight into spoilers. I'm going to need to level Viper at least, like, 10 times, so I can get Viper up to 90. Probably more than that, so that I can go in as Paladin and then change to Viper at some point in the MSQ. So I don't know exactly what level that'll be. So yeah, even at bare minimum, like the first week or two of my streams of Dawn Trail will be just like leveling roulettes and Boja and things like that. Stuff to just level Viper, like speed level Viper for a while. Oh, crap. I forgot to, oh well. Their whole thing is hunting specific types of big monsters called Taral Vidral, which are like monsters which have awakened to superpowers. If I had to guess, that's probably what the creature that Astinian takes down in the trailer for Dawn Trail is probably one of those Taral Vidral or whatever, the big giant monster that he just freaking spears from above. Or that might actually end up being like a boss or a mini-boss of some dungeon or trial. And our leader was taken from us, we did not straight from our
sought out
purpose.
Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm.
Quests. Have you hunting 1, 2? The job quests? Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I should also introduce you to
Those
Tatarin,
blessed with
our
being
clerk.
horrible alcoholics play a pivotal role in our endeavors. I love that I've like...
To make your acquaintance.
Oh my god, the... I forgot about Tataru's ARR voice. Oh my god, I forgot about Tataru's ARR voice. I think she only speaks out loud in like 2 scenes in the entire story in ARR, man. I forgot that's what her ARR voice sounded like. I do love that I have like determined flat out that the Echo is just getting horribly blackout drunk and having nightmares. Like, I've determined that's what it is, and I'm sticking to it for the rest of this playthrough.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family.
Cool.
Without further ado, I would assign you your first task.
Great, huzzah!
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
She sounds like someone just wandered into the voicing booth off the street and someone gave her the direction of be as anime as possible. Pretty much.
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
Ah, the students of Baldessian.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames.
From the Immortal Flames.
Thancred, would you do the honors?
One more level, that Viper is done. Congratulations, Baron.
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo.
Oh no, not a crystal caravan in Ul'dah. Oh my god.
Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
Oh, good, yeah. Nice to know they went after the poor immigrants.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such
Sure.
crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day.
I couldn't tell that was Thancred speaking. I had to look, yeah. All the ARR voices.
However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Well, considering it was a giant shipment of crystals, I would assume so as well. JP Dubs, you know none of these voices. Oh man, if you play in JP Dub, then the best voice in the entire game is Yu Yu Hase. It's like the best voice in the entire game is Yu Yu Hase if you play in the JP Dub. Tiny little Lalafell man with the deepest, bassiest voice you have ever heard. Oh god. Mortal Kombat ass guys. Like, I don't know who was the voice acting like coordinator for the JP actors, but like they were definitely just like memeing it up when they cast Yu Yu Hase's voice actor.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emulja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit.
Oh no,
If
are they
we
gonna
then
summon a
consider the
Freet
objects
then?
that were taken, there is no room left for doubt.
Once, twice,
The
thrice,
crimes were
20 more
committed in
times,
the
100
name of
more
a primal.
times. However many more times it'll take on the extreme for me to get the mount. And then some. And then hit it on Wondrous Tales every so often too.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation.
Okay, but I'm not much of an investigator.
You have my thanks.
Although luckily, I have protagonist vision, which is anytime anything important comes up, it'll just sparkle on my map.
If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Best part of getting Prey and MSQ roulette is hearing guys' speech in Japanese. The JP dub cutscene is shorter than the English one. Protagonist vision is such... So aside, they made Fantasia canon? Like within Dawn Trail, or is it some lore that was already in the game and I've just forgotten about it? Because I think they might have already made Fantasia canon, but I don't remember where.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
Uh-huh. Right up until anything with tits and a pair of legs walks within a mile of us. Well, there was definitely already a point where they gave you Fantasia. Okay. Yeah, they added one in Ulda. That's definitely new. There was certainly the point where they gave you the Fantasia at the end of ARR. When you finish ARR, they give you a free Fantasia. But yeah, no one actually makes, like, notice of it or mentions how it works or uses it. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. Your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we're correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons have doubled the security over all their shipments. In light of this, my judgment that the abduction should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. I think this is taking me pretty much right around where Mutamix is, so that'll be good. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. We support Square Enix for making hormone replacement therapy canon. Pretty much. Not even hormone replacement therapy, like genetic replacement therapy. Change your race and your species and stuff. Okay, anyone new? Some of the Scions are hanging out now. $7 formed through the union of two separate entities. Yeah, Circle of Knowing and, what the hell was the other one called? Path of the 12. That's it. Viper's movement option is not what you were expecting. They can dash to enemies and allies. Okay. Well, Sage has something like that, too, that lets you dash to target, no matter who that target is. The only thing I'm really worried about on the Viper is that I've seen that, like, almost their entire kit revolves around keeping 3 buffs active at all times. And I don't know much about Viper. I watched someone playing with Viper for, like, 3 minutes, so I don't really understand a lot about Viper. But to me, it, on the surface, almost struck too close to, like, Monk to me. Where it's like, you have to juggle these very specific orders of your rotation to keep these specific buffs going at all times, kind of. And, like, for those who don't already know, Monk's playstyle is the reason I don't play Monk. Like, I love Monk. I love Fist Fighters. I love the aesthetic of Monk. But Monk's playstyle is the reason I don't play it. Is because I don't like the, like, back and forth between these things and keep this buff going and cycle these 2 skills out each rotation and, you know, it's follow the pretty lights. Okay, so everything on Viper is literally just like start with your beginner skill and then click whatever lights up after that. Yeah. So maybe not as difficult as, maybe not as like all over the place as Monk feels to me. That would be useful. At the end of the day, I'm still thinking Reaper will probably remain my melee main, but I do want to play with Viper first before making that determination. Deliver shipment. Now where should I tell him to put it? Okay, so just a merchant. Una Tayun. Don't any of these blokes know who I am. I swear I was one of them, I was one of them Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We didn't have such a fancy name back then, and the headquarters was in a far more convenient location. Oh. At least I think it was. Or is my mind playing tricks on me? What's wrong with me? Why can't I remember more clearly? I wonder if Uno was in, like, 1.0 is maybe, like, the Path of the 12 or Circle of Knowing or something. There are positionals, 4 of them, and those buffs are just kind of happen. You've never had them fall off. Yeah. Just through normal playstyle, the buffs just sort of stay up at all times. Okay. At least you don't have to, like, worry about them or juggle them. There's a little too much back and forth on Monk, which I know some people will say I'm insane about. It's the same people that got all up in my ass when I posted the video of me rambling about the healer strike, and they're like, you're a fucking moron, right? Because I had the gall to say, who gives a shit? Healers never had rotation. If you want a rotation, go play something else, right? But, like, I don't need my job to be the most complicated, garbage DDR game imaginable. I just don't. I don't play Black Mage for that same reason. I don't need my job to have me juggling 50 things at once to be enjoyable. In fact, I think that detracts from my enjoyment of it. This is our headquarters. Her up because you're curious. She was a side character in the old Waking Sands, but was hit by the memory loss, and no one remembers her either. Oh. Oh, the same memory loss that made everyone forget the Warriors of Light, you mean? That's weird that no one remembers her, though. The Warriors of Light were supposed to be, like, the only ones that everyone forgot. Was she... No, she couldn't have been part of the Warriors of Light. And up here instead. In fact, I can tell. Yeah. She's got no neck tattoo. She's got no neck tattoo. So she's definitely not a Warrior of Light. Memories about Unitayun's party were erased from everyone's mind, including those who were their own companions. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously she's not a Warrior of Light, because she wasn't in the cutscene with the, you know, the Meteor and his party and all of them, and they were the Warriors of Light. But also she doesn't have the tattoo either. So she's not like a meteor survivor, legacy, blah, 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 whatever. I don't know why they forgot them. I thought the only people that they forgot, that everyone forgot, were the Warriors of Light. I didn't think some of them, like, forgot each other, too. Once an Italian returns to the Waking Sands, she discovers the Path of 12 has become the Scion 7 Dawn. The headquarters has been moved to Vesper Bay. Arriving at the new Waking Sands, no one remembers her. Eventually, she's reunited with Persevanes and briefly later with Satslo. She'll gradually begin to reminisce about each other's memories, but are unable to prove that they were once members of the Path of the 12. Okay. It's so weird that, like, oh, they forgot all about the Warriors of Light. Oh, and these 3 other people, but no one else. Okay. Others who possess the echo. None are near as strong as you with the power. Well, it's really not that hard. All you do is just line the rum bottles up one after another on the counter, and then you just pop the cork and you start chugging them down one after another. Eventually the echo hits. Eventually you see something. Extremely high expectations of you. I do like that I've just created my own, like, fan canon of the echo just being me getting horribly, horribly drunk. I'm gonna stick with that forever. It's great. Ugh. From the shudder and twist of the dawn light. Yep. Very poetic, buddy. It is interesting to see Ali and Abba. And then these, you know, no-name characters as well here. I wonder if they'll show up too. Along the way, while we're still here in the Waking Sands, I wonder if, Baron's message. Persevanes and Satsflo do show up in this room at some point, and so you, like, see them hanging out with each other a little bit before. Before, you know. And then everything changes. So I'm here in Thonolin, which is good, because there's a few things I could stand to take care of as well here. Not only... Make sure there's nothing new here. No, I'm good. Okay, Camp Drybone is... Yeah. Okay, whole new area. So that's definitely not where I want to go anyway. First, I want to go to the saucer. Before we start getting deep into the MSQ, I need to hit up the saucer. I need to pick up last week's jumbo cacpots, today's mini cacpots, and I can finally register for the chocobo races. Because I went and I picked up the registration off stream, but I didn't bother to actually register for the races. Maybe I'll go ahead and run the tutorial race as well today. Just so I can go and, like, do the chocobo races on my own time off stream. Because I think there are achievements associated with the chocobo racing, so I think I'm going to have to, like, fully engage in the chocobo racing, like, all the way to the end. Let's see. Current area. Oh, they just closed the event. 80 points in the fashion report. Easy. I'll get that eventually. All triple triad cards 1 through 312. I'll have to do that on my own time because that's going to take forever. The slice is right, but it's not just once. I think I have to do all these gates like 10 times with a perfect score, if I remember correctly. Gilded Cactuar and Leap of Faith. Oh, so I do have to do Leap of Faith at least once to make sure I get a Gilded Cactuar. 500,000, 10,000 from the Jumbo, 500 from the Mini. Oh god, I really should keep up with these every single day then if it's 500 from the Mini. Anyway, the wind blows, 30 gates, that's going to be easy. A triple triad tournament match, which is annoying because I think that's playing against other players and I have no idea how I'm going to win those. Just get lucky, I guess. 30 unique triad cards, that'll be easy because I need to get all the cards up to 312 anyway. 100,000 at the Gold Saucer attractions. Does that specifically mean, like, the little mini games you can play, or does that also count, like, all the gates and stuff like that, too? Huh. Items, no. Exploration, Grand Company, PvP, where are they? Gold Saucer. Specifically the unfinished. 1 million at attractions. Okay, so I think the what happens in the saucer is anything. It's not little attractions, because you need 10 million from attractions. So that's going to be anything that gets you MGP, I think, counts for that. How I learned to stop worrying. This is basically just completing, like, all of the other quests here. All of the other achievements here. A new chocobo through covering, that'll be easy. A new chocobo with a pedigree level of 9 or higher. I think that's the one I'm talking about. I think that requires you to engage in, like, all of the chocobo racing and breeding stuff. I don't remember how you get to pedigree 9. If that's, like, you have to fully, like, level up and then cover, breed, like, 9 times to get there. I don't remember. Your chocobo with a rating of 285. Again, that's probably, I don't know how high that number is and how much I'll have to do for that. 100 sanctioned races, 3,000 sanctioned races. Jesus. Well, I'm definitely going to have plenty of time to level up and breed up a really strong chocobo then if I have to engage in 3,000 races. So those 3 buffs for Reaper, one is just I do more damage, the other is my abilities come up faster, and the final one is this particular finisher does more damage if I use it while this is up. And then it'll be replaced by another one once I get there successfully. Okay. It's not too bad. First in a race, that's going to be easy. First in 10, easy. 50, not as much. First in 500, annoying. But if I'm going to have to breed up a super strong chocobo anyway, then I'll probably be placing first a lot by the time I get there. Only thing I keep dropping is the bleed. Complete the first 15 chocobo challenge races. Challenge races. Unique triple triad cards is not going to be difficult. Like I said, there's one for getting all 312 or whatever cards anyway, so I'm going to end up with a lot of these all just like automatically. Unique NPCs at triple triad. Again, that's not too bad. Actually, I don't know if I can do 1 through 312, because some of these cards may not be available. Oh, no. Because 423 unique. Okay. So 1 through 312 might just be ARR, or it might just be the first couple of expansions. Unique NPCs. I should be able to do all of that just in the course of getting all the cards. Forget rating Gold Saucer's the true gameplay. Yeah. Triple Triad roulette matches are going to be a pain, because that's other players. And I'm limited to Stormblood, so the odds that I'll even have a deck that can compete against other players is freaking amazing. 1,000 triple triad roulette matches? What the hell, man? This is crazy. 30 tournament matches. 100 tournament matches. First in an open tournament. See that? First in an open tournament 50 times. This is insane. Like, how am I supposed to win a triple triad tournament 50 times? 10 open tournament matches is easy if I have to place first 50 times. 150 should all be easy. Gates. Yep. Any which way the wind blows 10 times. See? Wind blows 10 times. And then you need 1 million from the jumbo jackpot, which you can get just by hitting the jackpot once, or I'll just have to get it over time. 1 million MGP from the mini jackpot, which is going to be a pain. The most you can get from the mini jackpot is 30,000 a day, and you're not going to get 30,000 every day. So that's 30,000 a day. Oh my god, I need to look at this. What is this? Nope. Okay. That is 1 million, right? Yeah. Bare minimum, that's like 33 days? Bare minimum, if you got a triple 10K every single day, I think that's like 33 days. But you're not gonna get a triple 10K every day. You're not gonna get even one 10K every day. So it's not as bad as I thought, though. Is that really? Triple 10K, yeah, that's 30,000 possible a day out of 1 million. That's 33 days. Not as bad as I thought, but again, you're not going to hit triple 10K every day. You're probably not going to hit triple 10K once in your life, so... The 24 Verminion challenges should be doable. I need to get good minions for that, though. I need 2 good minions. I need one with a bunch of defense and one with a bunch of attack, basically. These player battle matches on Lord of Verminion are, again, against other players, so who the hell knows? Different Lord of Verminion tournaments with double-digit victories and claim the associated rewards. Not the worst. Double-digit victories is not you have to win. But in the course of getting double-digit victories 4 times, that's not going to be 300, but I'll probably get close to about 50 just by doing that. Gilded Cactuar. 10 Gilded Cactuars. 20 Gilded Cactuars, so I do need to complete a lot of Leaps of Faith. You haven't had a 10K card for the last 3 weeks. Yeah. I love that when I started this character and I hopped into Gold Salsa the first time, I got 2 10Ks. I'm like, are they going to give me a triple 10K on my first day? That would have been interesting. But nope. Slice is right 10 times. And this is not compete. That's the annoying part. This is not compete. This is complete. The slice is right 10 times. Mahjong rating is going to kill me because I don't know a single thing about Mahjong. Oh, Blunderville. Interesting. Well, that event will come back at some point. Who knows when, but it'll definitely be back at some point. Of course, that means I'll have to compete in it a lot in order to get the King Bean or whatever title. You need to compete in it a lot. Or I have to wait for it to come back multiple times. Oh, thanks. No shot for a 10K there. Again, no shot. And of course it's a 1. Put that anywhere else, thanks. Again, no shot. I can't get a 789 or a 123 out of this. Jesus. I'll take the 9, I guess. Like, he didn't give me anything of any value there. Like, the bare minimum out of that every single time. Alright, let's check my jumbo cacpots. Oh, please, just, like, let me get the most luck I have ever had ever in my life and just hit the 1,000,000 on the jumbo cacpot right here on, like, my second jumbo cacpot. That'd be fucking hilarious. I know it's not gonna happen, but still. Yeah, last place. Last place. You could already be a winner, too. Last place. Nothing. Nothing of any value. Okay. That's how it does. That's how it goes, honestly, on Jumbo Cacpot. Just give me a couple of tickets. Ends in a 1. Ends in a 3. Yep. Ends in a 7. Yeah, sure. And that'll be not until later this week. You've unlocked a more complicated Viper mechanic. Wonderful. I don't even want to screw around with Verminion right now. I will do a little bit of the Chocobo stuff right now, but not a lot. Joseph. Meet you. Wait, we met before. No, maybe not. Until you gotta start a request page. I feel I'll meet again until next. Okay, whatever. Registrar. Super sure how it works. We'll update. It's come for you and your race chocobo to take to the track for training, that is. Enter a race training course. I already know how to chocobo race, though. I actually did a bit of chocobo racing on my main. I didn't, like, get a really high-level chocobo. I bred up a chocobo once or twice. Just a little bit. Welcome to the training course. Practice the basics. With my Baron Grün. I love the weird freaking names they come up with for your chocobos. To accelerate, hold the move forward key. Oh, you mean that thing I've already been doing for a while? Oh, cool. Thanks for destroying my stamina, guys. Continue to accelerate and you'll lose... Yeah. Chocobos push too hard will become lathered and lose stamina even more quickly. I know, that's why you gotta get those stats up. In this condition, press the move back key to decelerate and allow your chocobo to rest. It doesn't seem restful when you pull back. Your chocobo seems like it's about to crash into the dirt. Doesn't seem like it'd rest him very much. Accelerate to full speed, then decelerate. There we go. Practice steering. Steer! Steer! That enough, game? Chocobo is called Baron Green. Trigger a magic panel. Baron is in French and Green is in German. Oh, God. Jump! More magic panels. Okay, great. Nice aim there. Jump and race items. Sprint shoes. Sprint chocobo. Sprint Baron Green. Sprint. Hot bar automatically. Yeah. I know. Sprint. 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 Are you? Sprint. Choco potion! Like, I know how to race. I just have a really, really terrible chocobo right now, that's all. Open tournament is currently in session, and I have no good triple triad cards, so, you know. Fundamentals, you can begin competing in sanctioned races. If you erase chocobo's rating, select character from the main menu, followed by gold saucer, select chocobo, blah, 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 blah. Can I upgrade my chocobo at all yet? No. Oh, wait. Tack and feed. No, wait. Trainer? Chocobo training? Training sessions cannot be conducted without the requisite feed. I just want to see, you idiot. I want to look at my chocobo. It's less than rank 40, but nope. Nope. Is it really not a... Oh, wait. Through this. There we go. Rank 1, 1 session available. I can train him and I can give him an ability. Purchase items. Grade 3 feed. Balanced. Stamina. Endurance. Acceleration. I don't actually know what, like, the best startup for, like, just keeping your chocobos going and gaining fast kind of thing is. I should look that up. Like, what's the best way to train your chocobos as you're leveling them up, pretty much? Choco Dash, Cure, Asuna Ease. One of them is the passive. Non-AoE Enfeeblement. Take an item. Vacuum of Silence, no. Increase Stamina. Okay, so it's another this happens while doing your rotation. You get offerings. Increase Stamina 2. Heavy Resistance. Then all your moves turn blue and do more damage. Oh yeah, that's the That's the feature of the Viper where they were saying that you link your swords together and all your moves turn blue and start doing a lot of damage. Yeah. Heavy resistance, heavy resistance, heavy resistance. That might actually be decent. Chances of resisting frenzy. Probably best that I just go with more stamina in general to start with. Yes, I wish to teach him this ability. I'll just go with more stamina, and I'll figure out, like, what's the best way to train them up to just make them competitive in the short term while you're breeding up better ones. Now I should be able to... Oh, no, you cannot. Not yet, apparently. Deliberately just referencing Trance from 9. Yeah, it is. Welcome to Chocobo Square. The maiden class is open only to the most inexperienced competitors. As such, you and your chocobo will quickly outgrow it. Your rating increases, you'll find yourself competing against far more experienced jockeys and races with even stricter rules and regulations. Instead, the rewards you can receive more than make up for the increase in difficulty. Train your chocobo and may the spinners pull the ever in your favor. You can now register for races at any time. It's in the duty finder. Chocobo race, random. I don't really care. I don't care where they put me because any sanctioned race is decent. Like, any sanctioned race counts as a, like, sanctioned race for me to race in. And that's good enough. Train race chocobos. Okay, sure. Cuffaker. I should do my weekly challenge for Cuffaker. I'll use one of my tickets, too. Why not? I should use these tickets up so they're not sitting in my inventory. Chocobo race random, commence. Oh, hey, there's actually someone else competing. What do you know? So often in the Chocobo races, I'll get in alone and there's just like no one else and you're just competing against computers. If there's another player competing, though, I'm probably going to lose. Although maybe it's a brand new player, too. Off to the races 1. Actually, given that this is the maiden class, this might be a brand new player as well. So I guess I don't have the worst chance of success. 1600 yalms, fair and morning. Brave Dragon is the name of the other player. Or their chocobo, at least. Okay, I can push myself now. I can lather myself a bit because I have a Choco Potion. Bacchus is water, idiot. Where is it? Further out. Good fair. Oh, come on, I missed it? Did not miss that. Oh god, he shielded himself too, and I missed it, and I'm probably not going to do very good here. Although this other player is, like, way in the back. Bye, moron. I shouldn't be in the lead right now. That's a bad idea. There are a number of features that you can get in Chocobo races that specifically affect number 1. So being in the lead now is not the best idea. But I'm kind of in the lead now, and the other player is pushing up on me, so I better just go for it, I guess. Choco Potion for a little more stamina. Let's just stay away from him as he's doing that. Oh, he's pushed his stamina to the edge. This other player is gonna burn out, like, right now. So I should be good. Aha. First place in my very first race, huh? Nice. Yeah, somehow that other player gassed himself out. Oh! Brand new players. He didn't bother to put, like, increased stamina or any certain skill on his chocobo before taking it into its first race. Breaking the maiden. Bonus on him. Okay. Sure. Why was my, duty gauge? His chocobo is a mix of German and English. Good fee. I don't know why my chocobo stuff was down here and, like, crammed in the side. What am I looking at here? Duty gauge. I'll probably go over here or something. I don't know for now. It wasn't too bad. I don't want to get into more chocobo racing right now. I really do want to, like, try and look up a guide for just, like, how do I work on the low-level chocobo stuff to make it not a nightmare while I'm leveling up to just breed up better chocobos game. Like, what stats should I be focusing on? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, do I not even have the challenge log unlocked yet? I don't think I do. Yeah, because I'm not earning anything. Don't have it yet. Finally completed your Viper Glamour. Hi, Roland. Let's see. Chocobo registration. Packpots. Okay. I want to try and snag some glasses, so that would be an Ulda. And then I want to go check out Mutamix and see if he has anything interesting. Again, I may not be quite ready for it. In fact, maybe I should try and push myself up to 20, just to be sure. Do I have enough to push myself up to 20 really quick with anything? Let's see. I need 2 levels. What do I have? No. Yeah, I can't do any of this iron stuff yet. Are there any simple recipes? I don't have any of this iron stuff at the moment. Fish glue, elm, and iron. No, I don't have what I need for those. I need to get into iron ore, I think. I don't have a bronze bastard sword? No. Okay. I don't have any of the bronze weapons I need for that. Okay. Brass knives. This just needs a bronze ingot. I'm sure I have enough for that. An amateur saw. I think I do have amateur saws. But what's my carpenter at? It is high enough that it could use this. Oh no, it needs to be 16, not 12. This is 12. Okay, my carpenter is not ready for that yet. Bronze pick, hard leather, crow feather. I think I sold a crow feather. That'd be... I'd come bother you, but if I leave my server, I might get stuck. Yeah, there's that. Miner, I think, is... Yeah, Miner is ready for this, but I sold a crow feather previously. I don't have any iron, so I can't do any of those. Bronze plates, bronze ingots. I should be able to. Bronze ingots, bronze plates. Let's go ahead and quick synth the rest of these up. Just get rid of the tin ore right now. I don't remember how much is needed for a bronze plate anyway. I think it's at least 2, maybe 3. Where even is the bronze plates now that I think about it? Shit. Can you not make them here? Can only Armorer make the bronze plates? Yeah, only Armorer gets to make them. Dang it. Okay. It's too bad. I need as much experience as I can get on crap, I don't have anything on armor. So I may as well use these up and get myself at least like a little bit of a chance to get a high quality out of this. Should be staying there. Yeah, it's fine. I could have actually equipped a couple of things that might have been useful. Probably nothing that would have helped me there too much, but I definitely could have equipped some stuff. See? Some crafter gear. Now I can go back to blacksmith and do this one. Okay, let's see. Good condition, nice. Ah, crap. I forgot I have the combo now. There we go. Excellent. I don't need an excellent there. Come on, level ups. Darn it. Need to level up, game. Undyed cotton, I might. No, I won't have jellyfish humors. Don't have iron. Oh, head knife. That needs a leather worker 14, which I don't have, right? Yeah, my leather worker's only 8, so I'd be getting rid of something that I could be using. I can make another bronze head knife later. What do you mean I don't have it in my... I do have it in there. Game. Is it just stuck in here? Oh, do I not have a spare bronze head knife? No, I have a bronze head knife. Return to inventory. Oh, god damn it, game. Every little annoying thing it can do. I'll just make another bronze head knife later. It's simple. You know what? Let's try for this. There we go. Brass head knife now. I will, like I said, have to make a new one later. To replace the one I just, like, used up. Brass daggers, need brass ingots, which I don't have. I think only armorer can do the brass. Bronze, bronze, bronze. I don't have enough bronze, and I don't have any tin left to make bronze. Okay, that's really the best I can do. Nope, can't do it then. Unless I go out and I gather a bunch of tin, I'm not going to be able to do this, and I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just not doing that right now. So. I'll deal with that later then. Where's the consortium person here? I have no clue. Probably near the market, though, now that I think about it. I always think of just rushing out on the Aetheryte because the Brugere consortium person is right next to the Aetheryte in Limsa, but here he's probably near the market. Everything is in, like, such a more convenient place in Limsa. You have Gridania all to yourself. Happens. What do we have? Battlecraft, independent. Medicine merchant? What is this? Oh, Fantasia. There it is. That's the quest you were talking about, I'm guessing. Okay. I don't want to do that right now, though. And I'm not going to be Fantasiaing at all, so there's no real rush. But I will check that quest out eventually. Script, collectibles, independent, nope. I assume this is Red Mage, I believe. Yeah. I'll get that eventually, but not yet. Where is the merchant in Ul'dah? Do you guys know? The one who sells you, like, why Fantasia if you already have the best race? Yeah. The one who sells you the, like, starter gear. The race-specific gear in Ul'dah. Where is that person? Maybe the Adventurers Guild? I've never had to look for this person in Ul'dah before. I know exactly where the one in Limsa is. But I don't want to waste the money right now to go back to Limsa when all the stuff I'm doing is in this, is in Ul'dah area. Independent arms mender. Nope. Oh, maybe it's in this little shopping courtyard here. Importer. Only one I know is Mycenta and Gridania, and I started in Ul'dah. Yeah, I know Mycenta. There it is. Here he is. Okay, it's the independent importer, Rorik, here. Right in the middle of this little shopping area where the dancing cat girls are. Battle accessories. Not battle accessories. It's... items? Items. Simple spectacles and monocles. I could grab the minions too, I suppose. I've started to get a decent amount of money, so I'll go ahead and spend it here. Although I'm burning through it fast. There's all these orchestrions as well, but I don't care that much. I've used up a lot of my money now. I'll just not do any more. Couple of minions. I don't think any of these are good enough for me to get into Lord of Verminion, though. I'll check out their stats later. Monocles. And simple specs. Faceware. Purely decorative accessories. Uh-huh. So now... oh, colors! Interesting. Free trial account 300k is the limit. You'll start regretting not spending it once you get capped. Yeah, I'm not worried about not spending it at all. I intend to spend it. I just don't want to spend it all right this second. Oh, wow, you actually take it out and put it in. That is so weird. Very Papalimo. No thanks. Simple specs. Oh man, I feel like I should go back to wearing that big hat and look, do my Harry Potter convention thing again. Need more MGP for that. Forgot about those. Yeah. White, black, gold. Oof. Silver. Simple, red, blue, green, brass, purple, brass. Yeah. Brass is pretty good. It's not quite so insane as like gold, but it's looks good on like a Lala. Slightly fancy, but not too fancy. Pince nez and the shaded spectacles. Yeah. I have a few different pieces of facewear on the cat, but I don't remember which ones, because I hardly ever use them because you had to go into fashion accessories before, and I didn't really like that. Pomorman. This is the dance one, right? Yeah, that's the dance one. I'm going to go ahead and accept this one just so I can keep track of it, and I'll do it sometime later when I want to get the dance. Alright, I'm 17 in the MSQ. Okay, let me go and... I will go and I will hit up Mutamix really quick to see if there's anything new that's interesting. But I don't think so. Actually, I think there is something new that Mutamix will have for me. There it is. I do believe there is a new quest that Mutamix has for me that was like available at 15, I think, but I don't think it's the one I care about. I think what I really care about is desynthesis, so I can get rid of all this old material that I'm not using. But I think you have to be 20 to do desynth. Ugh, not having a mount, man. This is the other reason why I want to kind of push the MSQ a lot right now, is just to reach the point where I can get my darn chocobo. Waking the Spirit. I think that's advanced melding? Or maybe not. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's also level 19. So that might actually be decent then. No, that's advanced. That's materia melding at 19. Jesus. Is decent not to like 25 then? Ugh. Okay. Wrong button. Alright, where are we trying to go now? Camp Drybone. Okay, around the other corner. Level 30 for descent? Oh god. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll be doing 2 free trial streams a week for the next few weeks. I'll do like one late in the week after I've released the episode, so during the weekend or something, and I'll just do like crafting and gathering and leveling and leaves and just like grind stuff, and then do one earlier during the week. Oh my god. I just ran past an angry level 50. Whoops. Excuse me. Just pay no attention to me. Oh man. And yeah, do one earlier in the week to be cut down for the episode basically, and that'll be like MSQ and stuff. After all, I did just finish up the Terraria playthrough, so I don't really have anything else like specifically on the docket for this is the next thing I'm gonna do. So maybe I'll just do 2 free trial streams a week for a few weeks until I get some of these like crafters and gatherers and things like that up. Because like decent is very important to me. Eastern Thonolin mapping, yay. Being able to take all of this gear that's like old and that I don't need and I don't care about or whatever, and crack it down to base components is far more useful to me than hawking it to a local merchant for 2 gil. So I really do want to try and get decent as soon as I can. Alley-oop! Bam! Brace those little baby legs. And then speak to the crystals. More leaf meats. Suppose I should unlock the leaves of Drybone. May as well. The Adventurers Guild. I have a number of fine guild leaves for you to take. Yep, protocol dictates. How about this task? Review the details. Yep. Cotton Tabard. Disciple of War. Worthless to me. But I will slot it in, and I'll probably use it later for my Marauder. The Law one. Merchant bid him cease. He is, however, by no means to be hurt. Goblins are considered harmless and have been granted leave to conduct commerce within the city-state. Okay, this seems like a fairly... Oh god, it's a beacon! I thought this was not a beacon one. God damn it. Why do these required leaves to unlock the leaves in a zone always have to be these shitty beacon leaves? These are the most garbage leaves in the universe, man. These stupid ass beacon leaves. Where you can go like 3 feet at a time. Hate these leaves so much, man. Unable to open the map at this time. What the fuck are you talking about? Complete Popanagu's trial guild leave. Oh wait, do I have to talk to him again to... No. Oh, the law one. There it is. Whatever. Yes. Sure. Whatever. Take it. Test of your sanity. It really is. Okay. Double check where we're going. Here. Okay. Double check that we're going the right way. I'm not even gonna bother. Just keep it moving. And just ignore the enemies. Done! That one let me actually do it pretty well, thank God. I hate those leaves so much, man. I love that I'm just, like, ignoring the actual enemies and just being like, nope, come, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. It's like, I don't care that the enemy's trying to bite your freaking toes off. Follow me. Speed of completion, done. In fact, I'm not even going to bother throwing that one in my armory. Like I said, now that I can make gear, I'm going to make my own gear. So that's not allowed. I'll just decent that one later. Oh yeah, I need to throw this stuff in my glamour dresser at some point. Whatever, don't care. Although maybe I should. Yeah, I may as well. God, 280. Oh well. Doesn't matter. I'll be able to make money pretty well once I get into some of the better leaves. Once I'm not just trying to do like every leave so I can get all the unique leave completions, I can look at like what is the best crafter leave that gives the most money per completion, and I can do really easily. And then I'll just basically like pick that leave up over and over and over again. And just make money that way. I probably could already get started on something like that. Because I have so many extra leave allowances that I do need to burn off somewhere, somehow, right? I should probably already get started on like finding what's the best money leave available and just burn off a bunch of leave allowances doing it over and over again. Oh, Glamour Prism 0. Thanks, game. Shit. I didn't think I was down to 0. Steel ingot. Fuck you. Sorry. It's like, steel ingots. No, fuck you. Not happening. Not even close to happening, game. No. Although that'd be a decent way for me to level myself up a few more times, probably with blacksmith. Once I know I can get into steel, that is. Where the hell is steel? Iron. Yeah, all this iron crafting will be a way to get up a little bit. And then eventually I'll get to steel. Although maybe you can't make steel? as a blacksmith? Maybe you have to be an armorer to make steel. That would suck, because I don't care about leveling armor right now. I'm trying to focus level blacksmith so I can get it up and hit all those, like, those friggin' soft locks on functions, which that is annoying. That's the kind of thing you realize when you come back to the beginning of the game. It's like, look at all these stupid, like, soft level locks on, like, basic functionality that the game puts in place. That's super annoying. There's like, oh yeah, you have a crafter. Now level that crafter up to 10 before you can quick synth. Now level that crafter up to like 15, I think, before you can trial synth. Now level it up to like 15 again, I think it is, before you can get materia extraction. 19 before melding. 30 before desynth. Like, what? Why did they put all these stupid level caps in for basic functionality? That's annoying. Search for the missing folk, I take it. Billy isn't worth an adventure of any description and be along. She also warned us to beware of the Amalja. Maybe a Kuputsar at the very least. Official title at this camp, the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word. I'll do all I can to help see the victim safely returned. Cool. I don't need a dispeller, dude. I need prisms. Unsolved mystery. Let's get right to it then. Affiliate names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Charm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. Flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murderers of callers at the Church of St. Adama Lindama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. Poor souls deserve a proper burial. I'd see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Secure the remains for me, friend. You'll find them on the Eastern Road. Oh yeah, we get used to that here. We get very used to that here in ARR. You want to carry these bodies for me and go bury them at the church? May even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. Okay, yeah. Yeah. For the rest of the stream, I'm just going to be pushing the MSQ then. Because, like, getting my chocobo is another big, like, okay, now I can finally move a little bit faster. Right, will be a good one. Bye, dummies. Next. Wait a minute. Is this little 3-foot-nothing Lala carrying 3 full-sized hero bodies? Wow, this game is even dumber when you're playing as a Lala, isn't it? This game is infinitely dumber when you're playing as a Lala, because you carry 4 bodies later. Full-sized, like, double your size bodies in your pocket. Later on. So you return. Were you able to secure the remains? Yep. Bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across the other side. A noble deed this day, thanks. The Amalja, do you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. So there were Amalja remaining after all. Feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. Uh-huh. Occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. Total's too great and the questions too many. Not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. I mean, here in Ul'dah, we already know exactly what's going on. Some jackass is, like, sending off the poor who can't defend themselves to be slaughtered. These travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Oh, cool. Some more pieces for me to sell. Turn an eye to the common folk themselves. Maybe among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. But well, forbid it be so. Oh, Jesus, Baron. God. Come on, man. Ah, come on. Stop the Baron. Stop. I have bad reflexes, Baron. You already know that. Merchant by the name of Ungust, who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. Really? A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. Wager's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him. He's not like to speak to you. Ungust, you say? I wonder who could possibly be at fault here.
I don't want a place but the fishy on me. Gotta let the bee, but I'll slap your knee.
Hi, Kiri.
Bee, but I don't know ye. Fishy on me, it's a
Do me a favor while you are here. What? Has to be damned with you. That bloody adventure threatened me back in Ul'dah. 7 hells do you want with me now? Uh-huh. You get proposition for sex by the random guy kept. Oh yeah. Dear friend, the missing people, please help. Yours is embarred. Around here is wary as they come. They'll turn tail to run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. And they're even more timid than before. But with all the disappearances, you go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Nice to know he remains an upstanding and righteous citizen. Right to the end. Prick. Devious derelict. Say with this, I'll take who or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. Very low folk in your case. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, sir. Please don't kill me. Where is this dude? Hi, Chocobo Keep. I should grab this. Under those stairs there. Oh. Sawed off, I ain't got no use for you and your ilk. Nope. Only because you were a bun girl, I guess. He doesn't want a tiny dude. It does only try to hit up the girl. Yeah. Thanks for just leaving me. Freaking the Thancred, get in here. Let's do this so I don't have to deal with this nonsense anymore. Can I just kill this guy? I mean, he's obviously corrupt. Told you wasn't. The whole lot of them are terrified. Talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Sure, that's all that happened. They totally just moved on to a better place, all on their own. Had nothing to do with the guy who tricked them into some weird frickin' work and is hesitant to speak to me. Use that your choice for Viper is black and silver. Wise and very dark and foreboding. Your Pictomancer is bright pink and lilac. I mean, that just makes sense, really. That's good for now. Welcome back. If you learned out of import, not really. Expect as much from Ungus. dick butt edit made for me. Yes, it was perfect. Like, that's all my Pictomancer will be drawing. Another thought occurred to me in your absence. Common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely of their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. No. This one. Proper burial. We would know what the common folk speak of to their gods. We've no place better to ask than the Church of Saint Lindama. It's a small but humble church found in the northwest of here. As long as you're headed there, I might ask you to deliver the embalmed corpses. Oh, this embalmed corpse. Morbid request I grant you, but must be borne to burial, and I trust none other than you more than you to see it done. A man named Marquess. Marquess, you say? Wonder who that could be. It's the graves of the Lich Yard. He'll tell you where the body is to be interred. Marquess, this completely nondescript, completely simple, and obviously not anything of any note whatsoever, Marquess. That dude dead? Make this one deep or the jackals be. Yep. My god, she's sitting there crying for her dead whatever, and they're just talking about burying him deep or the jackals lead him. Mancer is going to be 100% your strongest new class because they're a caster. Just going to equip the red mage's cast subs. I'll find assist the right to afterward assistance I can. Get in the way though. Set to better his life. And to offer at the expense of his brother. Desire and hope can beget suffering and death. This is a regrettable yet undeniable truth. Well, yeah, there's that. 16. I'm good. The dead Jew. Working out from the church, but nothing you call cheery. Water to fetch, weeds to pull. Shabby Lich Yard is a slight to the living and the dead alike. Oh, God. See you avenged. I will see you avenged. Who is it? No one of note. Okay. No idea who she is then. Drek. Technically a cousin thrice removed, but who's counting? We're too busy dividing up that estate of yours. Jesus Christ, bro. That was pretty dark. Bye, uncle, while we devour your estate. This is the only family I had left till the Flux up and took her away. Flux? Turn easy, but I brung her all the way here. Now all's left is put her to rest proper like she deserves. Jeez. Dead bodies everywhere. Oh, wonderful quests they have. Buzzing at the church. That's killing the little buzzards and stuff. Well, that's the reason here's the calamity. The primals is only within our power to shepherd the souls of the fallen. Pray that they find peace in Thal's realm. Hello there, nobody in particular. It's not even like a good disguise. Like, you could see his face. So anyone who, like, played 1.0 or had any idea who he was knew who he was immediately. Body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. Apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. No, this way, right? Yeah, I went around the wrong way. I want to offer promos to your van. Which also means I need to remove that message. There we go. I forgot, I don't need to time out the bot or anything now. I can just remove the individual message. I always love that feeling of like, oh look, a new user, the very first message. I offer promotions to the... Oh, fuck off. Oh look, a new bot. Back to Marquis. And they all walk in Thal's realm. Missing people. I'm afraid I cannot help you. Maybe Sister Orson can. She's been kind to me. Everyone has been kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me, you'll find Sister Orson within the church walls. Orson? Orson! Does service of bearing fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. Missing drybone inhabitants. It's true I'm closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I'll be sure to share the information with you. Only wish Marquis would be more helpful in the matter. Pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. Well, tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. Received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. Must have words with Marquis and soon. Thancred took offense at his conduct? I'd be surprised if Thancred didn't recognize him. Back to Isambard. Huh. Although he really didn't, I don't think, recognize him. Because he doesn't bring it up, and then later on, I don't think Thancred would care, because he really wouldn't recognize him. Thanks, no money. Burial's no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. You'll learn aught of the missing common folk. You're keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you? Well, yeah, you sent me out here, and then no one would talk to me. It's a great job you sent me here. Miss Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. Two spoke with Ungus more times than I care to count. Seems to be some truth to this notion that common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good Sister Orson herself? Sure, pal. She wouldn't. She couldn't. The most beautiful roses have thorns, my friends. You would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Jesus, dude. Lichkeeper Marquis. I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Okay, so he does sort of recognize him. For the children. Orson it can't be, though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on Earthland. It is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no, it could not be she, could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there's one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy. See if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. What is... Huh. I would like to try and get my hands on some of the pieces with like 2-die channels now and see sort of how it goes. Because I haven't actually tried any of the 2-die channel gear pieces yet. Is this even? No. This is telling me to go out and around. Yeah. This is sending me up to that outer place. I remember that the quest did eventually send me up to this northern area. I didn't know it was right now, though. Good thing I caught that. Alright, I've gone into the church and wasted even more time. Oh yeah, even the quest says the Golden Bazaar. I don't care. You're above the recommended level of this fate. That's great, because I'm not engaging in it. "16 Vandalous Imps. Cool, another sprint. Again, I cannot wait till I get my mount. Honestly, that's not like the end-all be-all, but just because of how slow I am, the idea of having the mount would be so much better. And then the idea of picking up the riding maps with the mount will be even better than that. It's just like, oh, I can't wait till I can move around at speeds. Could use chocobo keeps, but I don't think I could have used them between these towns, not till I'd spoken to this guy already. Nah, let's just go kill imps, I guess. I will be doing yellow quests eventually, but not yet. Uncombed urchin. Heck of a name. Police officer Torsen went out on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it, but what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Yep. I have to go rescue her. I do remember all of this like little roundabout stuff that they lead you through before you actually get to the fight. Just blast him. Oops. Thanks, game, for targeting this random enemy that was like 10 feet behind me. Stupid game. I went from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. Seems my gratitude is yours yet again. So the child. Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It's a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I'll see it safely back to him. Oof. Those are like a bunch of undead mages and stuff too. That wasn't even a Malja or anything. Wait, is it all the way back down? Yep, all the way back down. Great. Where was that chocobo keep at? There he is. Huh. So that I can get there much quicker. I do love the little lean now with the mounts. Like, I don't even have flying yet, and I still love like the little lean that the mounts do when they're turning. Yes, yes, just skip over the fate completely. I don't care. I can hop off here. And then sprint the rest of the way. Oh, yeah. Person was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods for Finn. I'll secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being. In the doing. Yeah, I'll put that back to 90. No less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. No, not really. I'm getting pretty close to 30 on my Arcanist. Emulge wrong places. Glad I reserved that room for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she's expected to make a full recovery. Now on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. Left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Amalja encampment. Ah, for the days when I could just grab my mount, jump up, and fly out of Camp Drybone. That's not gonna be for a long time, though. Gotta get to the end of 2.0 to get flying unlocked. Ooh. I forget how long the rewards take. I think it's like 3 hours to get all 3 of them. So I probably won't go for 3 hours today. I'll probably go for more like 4 or 5 hours today. Even though that's not like a guarantee everyone will get the rewards anyway. There you are. So good of you to come. Indeed, I heard all about good Sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. Yes, very. False though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. Tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? To send me into the camp of Amalja to get destroyed. Oh god, 18. I should be high enough level that I can just walk right past them. Yeah, nope. Really? So it's not... It's within 10 levels. Okay. That sucks. For some reason, I thought 28 would be enough that 18 wouldn't care about me, but I guess I would have to be 29 for them to not care about me. And they don't give shit for experience. There's no reason to stop and fight them. Queer leaflet. Ah, run! Run away as fast as you can. Leave all these morons behind. They're all pointless anyway. Here, Thancred. Anything tickle your fancy? Strange slip of parchment found the Amalja encampment in Eastern Thanalan. Yeah, obviously. See the wealth of Null to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. Lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? These bits about Null Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. Luckily... Ah, dang it. So... Come on, sprint. Become a toggle already. Not that hard. In fact, they've made it a toggle in multiple places throughout the game already. So annoying that they don't just flip the switch to make it a toggle everywhere else, too. I don't understand what this, like, hard head on the developer's side of, no, it's not a toggle and it's never going to be one, even though we've made it a toggle in, like, 5 different places in the game. But no, not in normal play. Ah, now I can at least get back into Camp Drybone easily. Hello, Orson. Hi, kids. Savior comes again. What do I owe the honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. That I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people? Plot thickens. Culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There's no doubt and irony in there somewhere. Suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. We really don't. He's not. He's an idiot. And an asshole. Should consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Posing as a priest. To think. Troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again. Should keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. Almost. Level 29, now they won't pester me. Dress to deceive, here we go. Now we're getting into this. I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. Unless we can identify this culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. No despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Suspects have been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Lend no money and we serve as by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. Next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. Serve very well, you have my thanks. So no money, so as to lay the foundation of our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. I think I held on to these garments, like, forever on my maid. I think I actually tossed these crappy, ratty old garments into my glamour dresser on my main. You're the refugee by the looks of you. Mortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Be gone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Super helpful, thanks. Swainhild, preach the teachings of Azima the Warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry, all is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. Sure. Whatever, pal. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say. Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Let me just put on a little bit of a stained tunic and suddenly all the people of Ul'dah are so nice and kind and gentle and helpful and wonderful people. People suck, man. Is that what I meant to see? I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at our pond north of the Sand Gate. Thanks, bitch. I think the last one is up above. If I remember correctly. What is it? Guys, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whosoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by the muddy pond of yours, a dry bone? Jesus Christ. These people. Quite a knack for being a nuisance. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. We were unable to attract our wayward transgressor. We were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. Eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spearing away hapless souls. Let's go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Cool. Thank God I'm over-leveled for this area. Otherwise, I'd have to worry about enemies wanting to fight me, and then I'd have to, like, swap out, and then swap back, and then swap out, and swap back, and... probably just swap out once to my normal gear to run to the location, and then back for the quest. They really don't do these kinds of quests that are like, equip this garbage. You have to wear it for the quest anymore. Because a lot of people hated it. Hi, Thagrid. Looking snazzy. Why are you still wearing your friggin' black armored leggings? Fine evening for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? Absolutely smashing. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live, no way at all. Who are you? What do you want? At ease, child. I mean you no harm. I'm a priest of the Order of Naldthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. Tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? Also, that's the dumbest part. Ungust just walked up and tried to do this to us, and we've both me and Thancred have spoken to Ungust in person, and he tried to pull this on us still. Like, that's a dumb dude. For me, I was only doing to protect my people. So, the man of the Golden Bazaar raised there, if not born. Moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. People being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. Sure. Sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. He's totally the victim. This guy's definitely a victim, absolutely. And not absolute scum who deserves to die horribly. Schedule for the crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. With this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. So they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable, and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Sure. Almost a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence. You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, but you didn't. I suspect you're not telling me the full story. It made you sell out your own people. Speak. Yeah, the money was good. It was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not even see a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. It's like for his innocence, you could line your own pockets. Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. I mean, I'm not even surprised. This doesn't even surprise me. Spare me your contempt. You want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves to the gods. Not you again. And linking the immortal flames patrol routes the enemy as well. Spit it out. I know nothing about that, I swear. Stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. No, money, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? Shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. There we go. And back to Vesper Bay. Pray return to the waking sands. Should pick up some clear prisms. Just in case I get the stuff I need to make them. Wait, I already did pick up clear prisms, didn't I? Only 11. That's not many. $200. Actually, yeah, that's the only ones I'm gonna get. Okay. That's good enough for now. I still need to get access to steel, though. Hey, Tataru. How goes it? All's well here? At least on the bookkeeping front, anyway. Great to hear. How are we doing? Anyone new show up now? Not really. Looks like everyone's still in the same location. Yep. The next changeover probably won't be until the next I finish this quest, at least. I'm in Vilia. Back, I'm pleased to see you and Thancred have been getting along. What's the, there it is. Screenshot failed, why? It keeps saying the screenshot fails, and I don't know why. It is a viable location that I'm telling it to go to. Then we'll uncover the truth. Many thanks for the report. I'll just do the Steam screenshot then. Thancred said we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Emulga know the answer. Suffice to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Well, preferably not mine. Thank you very much. Where the hell is it? PNG, deep pictures, 14. That should be right. Let me double check. That should be right, though. Oh no, you know what? That's not right. Yeah. I changed it over. That's why it's failing. That's where I want it to go. There we go. Now the screenshots should work. Level 18 weapon coffer. Life, materia, and everything. I'd like you to meet a distinguished individual. Now let's see. Yep, now the screenshots are working again. Good. To seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. If you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine, Mutamix Bubblypots. Scholar of no small repute. That's cute, I've already met him. What is he going to teach me this time? Introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. Knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. Serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. I don't know how to meld. I do know how to extract, though. For his purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Okay, this is just for show. Ever be found at his camp in Central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. Go meet Mutamix, which I've already done. I'm just gonna be teleporting around. I'm tired of constantly running around and trying to find Chocobo Keeps. And the Chocobo Keeps, Chocobo Porters are cheaper. But I want to teleport around a bit. Because I seem to be a little behind now. I don't want to go for too long today because I got a lot of other stuff going on at the moment. So I don't want to be wasting a bunch of time with Chocobo Keeps and all that stuff right now. I'd rather just like press through, because I do at least want to get through Ifrit and then probably through the bit of storyline that I'll pick up at the end of Ifrit, where I assume like all the Scions come back together and we have a cutscene and everything, I believe. I don't remember exactly. I think that's what happens. And like I'll probably end my stream there. I thought I might be able to get to Ifrit much faster because I'm like, oh yeah, Ifrit is before the Grand Company. But I sort of forgot there was this whole nonsense in Camp Drybone that just went on and on and on forever in here. Advanced materia melding, highly unstable process. Yep. Show me and live fire within me, imaginal spiritual experience. Okay. Nothing special. Alright. Zuplander, come to tent ring of Mutamix Publi Pots. Fighty Tool drinks an airy self. Swin Bros is talking like him now. Full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to stony shine, name of materia. They're all talking like Mutamix now. Y'all talking like goblins, dude. To join with other Fighty Tool. Big Eyes Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Jeez. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. God, I look like such a fucking nerd. Tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighting Tool to Mutamix, yes? I look like such a nerd. I love those glasses. Nerd! Fighting Tool is unstrung as eating tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. Materia Master. Now Izo Uplander, point at Fighty Tool, yes? Materia, join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here Uplander take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Like, he fused some garbage materia to a dagger that's never going to be used because she never fights. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal, created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you touch a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from someone who would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Yes. Fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. Damn you, Mutamix. Knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia. Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mutamix. All of his students. Does it unlock a new feature for you, or do you really just have to level up? Does this not unlock any new feature on its own? Yeah, no. Okay. Oh well. Back again to Vespa Bay once again. Pray return again to the waking sands. And again. And again. And again 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 and again. Die with all the prey returns. Doesn't work unless it's bigger. We want it to be big though. Move the focus target bar over here. Yeah, I really don't want it to be this huge. But it'll be funny. It really doesn't work. You have to make it much bigger to make it actually function. Doesn't work. On Bahamut it's even funnier, but you'd have to make it much bigger, and it's just not worth it to me to fill up half my screen with a gauge that I don't want to be big anyway. Just for the joke. Ain't worth taking up that much screen real estate. Wait a minute, he has a... I can take that quest now? What is this dungeon then? Oh, Halatali. Okay then. Alright then. Not today though. I'll probably pick that up at the next stream. Like I said, I really want to focus on getting through Freet today. And it's taking longer than I thought it would. I'll grab Halatali next stream. Any new updates? It doesn't look like anyone's moved yet. Nope. Okay. Minfilia, here's your stupid dagger with your stupid errand that you ran. That you had me run. I'm back. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Here's your dumb materia dagger that you're never going to use. Remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Again, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the result to realize such efforts are worthwhile. I'm sure you're aware the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, no money, so make it your ally. Now, it's time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Speak with me when you're ready to begin. Crap. I should probably use this because I haven't been upgrading my weapon. Like, I can craft weapons for myself now, but I haven't been upgrading Alchemist much, which is what I need to do that. And that is definitely better than what I can use. Actually, mine's 15. That's only like 20, right? Yeah, it's only 20. That's not a major upgrade. You know what? I'll go with my gear as is and try and craft my own stuff. If I hit a Freet and it's like, you don't meet the eye level, then I'll change out. But I don't think that'll be the case. Hello? Wow, I actually reached a point where... Wow, I've actually reached a point where if I angle the camera down far enough, I can't talk to Minfilia. Dawn wrist guards. Lord of the Inferno. We are here. Rose arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungus, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions. So they mean to have Ungus attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. Sure. Have you provided to them? Thancred is presently attending to another matter. We will join you as soon as he's able. Till such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Sure. Bade me tell you to save some for him, such as his confidence in you. Confidence I share. You've made ready. Pray take yourself to Camp Drybone. Report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. You walk in the light of the crystal. You know, it's amazing how they recruit you to the Scions, and then, like, literally the very first mission they send you out on absolutely would have gotten anyone else killed. Like, the very first series of missions they send you out on is, like, so poorly planned out that anyone else would have absolutely died. The only thing that keeps you alive is the fact that you're immune to tempering. Like, anyone else would have been completely screwed on these missions. And I know they're like, oh yes, we want you because you have the Echo, but, you get in over your head so fast with the Scion stuff. It's like, they really are poor at, like, planning out missions and stuff, aren't they? They're just not very good at their job. Flame Sergeant. No money, mo money of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture the Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. Yep. The whole Scion thing makes more sense if your character is a legacy one. Yeah, it would. Because, of course, the first thing your character would want to do as a legacy character, even though everyone has forgotten them, is, like, go back and join the group, right? Manungus has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of this mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Yeah, sure, that's the reason. Every member must count, so we request the aid of the Scions. Like, I understand they talk about the reason they wanted to recruit you is because you had the Echo and because you seem to be so good with the Echo, but I don't remember specifically. Is it the Echo that protects you from tempering, or is it Heidelin's blessing that protects you from tempering? I thought it was the blessing, not the Echo. And I know people often use these, like, interchangeably, but they are two different things. I think it's the blessing that protects you from tempering. Not the Echo itself. So, it's even more, like, poorly planned out. They bring you in because you have the Echo, and then they immediately start sending you against primals, which of course they would have to, but they, like, immediately start sending you alone against primals, which is crazy. Like, even the Scions aren't stupid enough to go and fight primals because most of them don't even have the Echo, most of them don't have a blessing, most of them aren't protected from tempering. I get why they don't do it. It must be the Echo because it also protects Arenvald, and the artificial one that Fredola has also protects her. Maybe it is the Echo. You're right. It does protect Arenvald and Fordola. And neither of them has crystals as far as I know. So yeah, it must be the Echo. Okay. I guess that makes the Scions seem a little less stupid and, like, poorly planned out. If it's like they'll send you against what could be a primal threat because you have the Echo, then I guess Yeah, they know that you'll, like, be protected if they try to temper you, sort of thing. I guess that makes them seem a little less idiotic. Ever so slightly. Place the invisible city. Make your way there and I'll lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds. Make sure it does. Yeah, it must be the echo that does it. In Heaven's Word, do you end up facing a primal before? No, you definitely don't. You absolutely do manage to get at least one of the crystals re-energized in Heaven's Word before you face your first primal. In fact, I don't think you face any primal in Heaven's Word until... Bismarck the first one? No, Ravana might be the first one. Who is the first one? I think it might be Ravana. Or I think there... Was there one before Ravana? I'm trying to think. I thought there was one before Thawkus Thawk. In Heaven's Word. Or am I wrong about that? For some reason, I think there's one earlier on the list in Heaven's Word than Thawkus Thawk. But either way, yeah, you, I believe you start re-energizing the crystals before you face a primal. So I couldn't use that as, like, a gauge. You fight Shiva first, right? Or am I wrong? No, Shiva's ARR, I believe. Shiva's the end of ARR. Yeah, Shiva is ARR. Shiva is like 2.4 or 2.5 or something like that. It's the very end of ARR. Hey, traitor. Look at my tiny little nerd over here ready to fight with his picture book, his coloring book. Wait in place. Man's in position, sir. I move as soon as the Amalja appear. If not Shiva, then it's Ravana. It probably is Ravana. I'm pretty sure you've re-energized at least one of the crystals before you face Ravana, though. Charge right into the center of a trap. What's the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Uh-huh. It's almost like there's way too many because you're all betrayed. Oh, shut up, Ungust. Just get murdered. Brady Lamvishin's here. The immortal flames clutches from moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? Yeah, because the flames and the blades and, like, everyone in Ul'dah is aggressively corrupt. Obviously, we were never going to be able to launch an attack without it being a trap. Duh. I was feeding him information from the inside. Removing was known to me ahead of time. Hee hee hee. Shut up. I'd love to chat a while. I have appointments to keep. Just shoot him. Just shoot him. Just shoot Ungust right now. Like, every time I'm in Ul'dah, I'm always, like, jumping right to the gun of just, like, let's just start putting people down. Honestly, it'd make Ul'dah a better place if we just start putting people down right now. Just start clearing out the crap from the city. Oh, that's the leader. I should be focusing on these guys. When will you last, I wonder? Long enough, idiot. Although really, yeah, no, we fail. That's because they need you to be a prisoner. I mean, I could keep this fight going for a while. You know what? You guys fight over there. I'll fight this idiot. I'll just keep pushing the boss. You guys deal with them. I'll deal with him. You really don't need to do all this pet hotbar stuff with the frickin' carbuncle. It's not that big a deal. With the fairy, it's more important, but with carbuncle, every time you summon something with carbuncle, he just teleports back to your side anyway and walks up to the enemy. So it's like, who cares? It's almost worthless to try and position your carbuncle around. Yeah, sure, you managed to beat us up a little, but like 30 of your guys got beaten by a child with a coloring book. Your weapon, your comrade's a dead man. It's like, I just slaughtered like an entire tribe of Amalja with my tiny little coloring book. Sleep! Why does it work so well for them? Sleep always works like crap for me. Although that's because no one that you ever go into dungeons and stuff with will ever bother to make use of your sleep. You'll sleep and literally half a second later they'll be punching them in the face. It's like, well, that's a worthless skill. Flame private. Honestly, that sounds real bad. Flame private. Like, maybe you should have that looked at. Hi, buddy. Also need to give us their god as an offering. Must die and let me die as a soldier. A soldier's death with steel in hand. Bowl of embers accessible. That was quick. I didn't have to go on this long friggin' diatribe. Cool. First trial. Wait time 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Oh my god. Do we have duty support for this? No. Yes, we do. Huzzah, we have duty support for this, thank God. Sorry guys, I am not doing this with other players. I'm not waiting 30 minutes just because I'm a DPS, thanks. So we're doing it with trusts. Guess you guys will get to see what the trust system is like if you've never seen it before. Perfectly functional, especially for a normal trial. Trust will be fine. Trust will handle this just fine. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. So, unfortunately, all these dudes are getting tempered. Mighty Efreet, Lord of the Inferno, servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. All these morons with me are definitely getting tempered. Mighty Efreet, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your Godhead. Godhead? Please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. I do love that technically the word for it is not actually tempering. That's what they refer to it as with Efreet in particular, but because that's the first phrase for it, everyone is basically just referred to this primal influence thing as tempering ever since. Bring those two as well. But that's kind of the word for what Efreet does to people, is temper them, because he's a god of fire, basically. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. Uh-huh. You morons are going brain dead. Which means ultimately they must get killed, right? Because Old Daw is very up on their, if someone gets tempered, just put them down. Like, it's no use trying to, like, keep them around. They're just going to become a danger to themselves and others. Just put them down if they get tempered, kind of thing. So I assume these two totally get killed. Servants of the Lord of Freet may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you, dumbass. Good job, moron. You played yourself. Children of man, by my breath I claim you. Sons more of my loyal minions, feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Meh. You don't even look all that impressive. I beat up a much fancier version of you with Clive at my side just a few months ago. You don't impress me. Freed my one true god. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure like all these dudes just get put down by the brass blades and the immortal flames after this. Words of my bread. Possible. By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? By the sorcery of Ligma. What is this Ligma you speak of? Could it be? Soul already belongs to another. So that is the only explanation. I do love the fact that ultimately, like, the reason you could resist the primal's influence and all that is just because you're totally tempered by Hydaelyn from the beginning. Like, oh yeah, Hydaelyn's totally the good guy. Oh wait, actually, Hydaelyn's kind of tempered you, so that's why they don't affect you, huh? Oh well. There we go. Sooth, thy fair mortal flame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. I smell the taint of another upon thee. Phrasing of free. Truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed's number. Paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. The Paragons. Those guys are assholes. Screw the Paragons. I'm coming in with trusts. We will totally beat you up. Scion. Oh yeah, they are Scions now. I forgot the trusts become Scions, like, right around this point. If you go with the trusts in the earlier dungeons, they're like adventurer or something like that. Novices or adventurers or things like that. Like, they're sort of starting out with the Adventurers Guild right around the time you are. And then right around the time you join the Scions, the trusts become Scion members, basically, rather than just adventurers. So they pretty much just follow you on your journey, the trust members. Which is not just these three. They change out over time all along the path, basically. Like, a bunch of different members join the trusts. Alright. Or wait, maybe I can, hold a tick. It's tough because I'm so far away from him, and I don't want to be this far away from him, but if I get closer, I'm gonna start a fight with him. Yeah, I'm way too far away from him for this to be, like, good. But I can do something with this. Yeah. What do we got? Not good. These are all terrible ones. Nope. Angie? Nope. He's just a whiny baby when you do that. That one might actually work. Too bad he's way too far away. It doesn't work. It definitely needs to be behind him. It's the only way I can make it look even remotely like I'm actually doing something with him, but, it really doesn't work. Oh well. I can't remember whether a Freet stays after you beat him or disappears. I think he stays after you beat him until you leave the zone. I'll get one after the fight. Alright, let's do this, guys. Yeah, see, he just appears next to me when I do a summon. So it's utterly worthless to try and actually maneuver your Carby around. Totally pointless. More useful when you're using Scholar and maneuvering your fairy around, but it's utterly worthless to try and use the pet hotbar with the Carby. It literally just teleports back to your side when you try and use his summons and stuff. Pogothon gives absolutely no XP as a trust. Ugh. Very upsetting. Yeah, see, trusts are able to handle this sort of stuff super well. Trusts are just fine. I'm, like, barely even having to pay attention to them. They're handling everything just fine. And if I was a healer, I'd have to pay a little more attention, but, like, as is, I don't have to worry about them. They're avoiding mechanics, they're healing, they're fighting, they're tanking. It's all going just fine. Need to hit 81 to do the trust for Endwalker. Mm-hmm. Infernal Nails. Crap, bad timing. Nope, I'm dealing 0 to him. I love how much mobility that you have as a Arcanist or Summoner these days. You have so much ability as a Summoner nowadays. I mean, obviously less than a Fizz ranged or like a melee, but still a lot. Get limit broke. I'm stealing the limit break. I may as well. Bye-bye, Afreet. Blessing of Light defies you. Yes, it does. It defies you, moron. Get punked on, Afreet. What a nerd. Such a nerd. Love that I have the glasses on him. He looks like such a fucking dweeb. More Blessing of Light. Gee, I wonder how many of these I'm gonna get. Forgive my lateness. Very late, moron. Good job, doofus. Congregation of Amalja Zealots. I swear each seem more evangelical than the last. Oh yeah, that happens. Persistent. That's not a skill, dude. Like, cool, Thancred, but that's not a skill, because that class doesn't exist yet. Storm wasted no time extracting the captives. No less than I expect from the Flame General's handpicked men. Yep, they're gone. Those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I mean, they don't really have anything to answer for anymore. They're gonna be put to death because they're tempered. An apology. I'd known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. And given a veritable baptism of fire. Uh-huh. But don't be so forgiving already, you dumb little Lala. He did dump all of this on you. This conversation in more agreeable surrounds, Camp Driver, shall we say? This way, sir. Hooray-ish. Sort of. That was the Mighty Afreet. Disappointment he was. So nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Uldan interference into account. Rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. When can we expect any form of support from the motherland? Given the troubles at court, we have only ourselves to rely upon. You're the pessimist. Promise me you'll never change. Wasted enough time here. Meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read. But I take your point. Suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. And that I'm troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans. I mean, yeah. Big time. Perhaps that's consideration for another time. You've been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. All to do as my lord commands. Uh-huh. Spare him the trouble of punishing you. Charming as ever. That's like that. Were a woman in love, I shall need to be on my best behavior. Darn, he does disappear. Oh well. Just gonna hang out with my Scion buds. Just killed Nero by slapping him with a giant cartoon hammer. Nah, needs to be closer. I guess it'll just be me and this Lala here, I suppose. Ah, that was the lighting. Look like you take the angriest shit in this universe. Uh-huh. Sounds about right. Roar, with the fire behind me and everything. He's just like, what are you doing? Try something else, shall we? Make him do an emote. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, I probably can. Or I could just do that. What's the, enable target motion? Okay, target motion. Nope, can't target him. Because he's an NPC, it won't let me target him. Oh well. So be it. I know it lets you do that with other players, but... Show, battle effects, control effects, face camera, then darkening, targeting, blah blah blah. Good enough for now. I have a couple of options to work with after the stream for the picture for this week's episode. I know you could could do it with actual trust avatars. Maybe duty finder scrubs aren't good enough. All right. Oh yeah, with like the Scion avatars and stuff. Yeah. Duty finder trust guys may not be worth it. Oh yeah, these dudes are all dead. They're all dead. So how'd we do? We got some good hits in though, didn't we? Duty support, sorry, yeah. Yeah, come rest a while. We have no better opportunity after witnessing their god's ignominious, oh, I hate that word. Ignominious defeat. The Malja will be less inclined to risk our wrath for a time at least. Now, where were we? As I was in the process of apologizing, I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. Maybe whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered. But ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. But still our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. The Freet is slain, and by your hand no less. The Freet is slain for 5 minutes, bro. Like, if we take every single time I go into that duty as canon, then they just keep summoning him over and over and over and over and over again, hundreds of times over the next few expansions, really. Every time it comes up in Wondrous Tales, they've summoned a Freet again, right? If we don't, then they at least summon him 2 more times. No, 3 more. Because there's also the fight with Ultima that he loses horribly. So I think at least 3 more times in the story. Maybe even more than that later. It's the deed of no ordinary individual. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I've long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. Like, all I'm looking for is some gil, dude. Can I say, my fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Seriously. Like, all I want is a good trade that I can pick up to make some money. Killing gods was not what I was looking for. Proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. Trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. Well, I've earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax. Return to the waking sands when you're good and ready. Pray return. We could discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. I love when I first queued up for that duty and it's like 25 minutes. I'm like, well, there's a few things I could probably do while waiting on this, like more leveling and more leaves and more of this and more of that. I'm like, I've already almost been going for 3 hours. Please tell me duty support works. Thank God duty support worked. Okay, and I was able to handle it just fine without that new piece of gear. But yeah, I probably will just double up on the free trial streams for a little while. Maybe all the way through 2.0. Or at the very least until I've leveled my crafters up enough that I'm like consistently sort of crafting at the level that I'm currently at with my combat classes. So to about 30 or so. Because I also need to spend time working on some other YouTube videos that I'm way behind on other content. So like starting a new game with like a new challenge or a new whatever I usually like to do with other games is not really ideal for getting like more footage while I still have to edit a bunch of other stuff that I've already got sitting for like 6 months or more and haven't gotten finished yet. So having a bit of a lull where like all I'm working on weekly is this, the YouTube edit for this thing, which is not too bad, so I can spend a day or 2 or 3 each week also working on other things without just having more and more new footage coming in. Still no change here. Which is a little unfortunate because I actually do already know a couple of other challenges and games and runs and, you know, gimmicks and things like that that I want to do with other games already. But with me trying to catch up on my backlog of unedited content, and do this, and I want to do Dawn Trail at some point. Like, I think it's going to be a little while before any, like, new variety game challenges or anything comes up. Late arrival nearly cost no money his life. Wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to a Freet. Yes, by some miracle he survived. That does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Oh, stop whining, Thancred. If you get all down on yourself and start whining and becoming all emo and stuff, it's just gonna open you up to, like, dangers from the outside. Just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can all blame yourself for every... Hi. It's good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. Just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. It has told me everything. You've done well to return to us. Perils you face were undeniably great. The part of me believes that I have had no cause to fear. Now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Efreet. Was this tale limited to Ul'dah? Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa, Laminsa, and Gridania of late. Of course they have. People won't stop beating on the beast tribes. Of course they're very common these days. To say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. And manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air we breathe. The Force, you mean? Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Efreet. Now, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether. Crystals. It's for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. I know all of this, guys. As well, the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of Ida, blah, 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 blah. I know. The world goes to shit. The beast tribes get scared. They desperately want their god to protect them. They create a primal. It's terrible. I get it. It's for deliverance from suffering. Yep. Cries serve as a beacon. Yes, they cry out in fear and terror, and you have a bunch of ether from crystals. Boom. Primal. Gain strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. Primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give. In order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Even as Efreet took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remain unaffected. Thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. Okay, so it does seem to be the Echo that does it. That's interesting. Also, if it's the Echo that does it, that means there are a lot of people on the First that could totally fight against primals without fear of being tempered. That's impressive. A realm with like hundreds and hundreds of potential warriors who could stand up to primals and not have to fear tempering. Though great power protects us. First you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Trust you now begin to see why. Because I'm one of the only people you can throw at a god and just be like, oh, I'm sure he'll be fine. Thank you for my Aetheryte tickets and my cookies. I see you picked up the rewards. Yeah, I wasn't sure I'd even be able to participate in the rewards thing. I was talking to Luco about it on Discord, and she made it sound like it was much more difficult than the standard drop system. on Twitch, and that like the only people that would get access to it are like the big creators, like partners and stuff. But so I just assumed no and didn't really bother to look into it. But then I started up my stream today, and it was totally like, yeah, you have rewards enabled. They're totally enabled. And I'm like, oh shit. Now I need to post a thing about it on YouTube. I need to pin some comments. Okay, now I need to like link this, link that, do this while I'm starting up my stream today. It's like it wasn't that difficult. It was handled slightly differently than drops are handled, in a more clunky way, thanks Squeenix. But it wasn't like only partners. It was available to quite a few people, it seems. Or at the very least it's available to me, who's this tiny, pathetic little barely an affiliate with like 2 subscribers and like 5 viewers at any given time. Like, so I had it, so others must. Yeah, the code thing also a problem. Yeah. It's an incident, so I'll share a common trait. You don't claim it like you would normally. It gives you a code to put into MogStation. Yeah, I noticed that. I need to sort out the problems I'm having with my main account before I can even do that anyway. All of this back and forth of having to download a separate install of 14 to have a free trial, and then having a free trial account and having a normal account and all of that led to this back and forth, which is like screwed up my main account. And I can't alter the credentials because my main account is double locked down by the one-time password, and I can't get my one-time password because of the screwing around that I did trying to get this whole system to work. And so now I've been in contact back and forth with Square Enix for like 2 weeks now, trying to get them to like reset it, cancel my one-time password, let me into my account, blah blah blah. Oh, well, this information is wrong. Well, it's not a surprise this information is wrong. I probably filled it out with garbage, random nonsense when I made the account because I didn't want to give Square Enix my, like, date of birth and legal name and all that crap. You know what I mean? So then I had to contact another set of Square Enix support and, like, change some of this personal information in my account so that I can get access to the other branch of your support that will let me get back into my account. Like, I'm dealing with all this nonsense right now with Square Enix trying to get, like, into my main account again so I can kill the one-time password and just, like, either renew it with a new one-time password that I actually have access to or just stop with the one-time password. I may just stop. The one-time password is annoying. It is. Having to enter the one-time password every time you want to log into the game or log into the MogStation or log into the Lodestone or log into Square Enix's site. Like, it's just annoying. It's a little more secure, sure, but it's super annoying having to enter it all the time. Common trait, meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. Share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. You may rest easy for a time. That's a nice, sweet, gentle way to say that the immortal flames offered to murder a dozen people. Like, that's a nice, gentle way to talk about what the immortal flames are offering to do. Because we know what they do to tempered people. It's just you take full advantage of the respite. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who fell defeat, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Yes, it's almost as if all the grand companies will come in here desperately trying to lick my boots and get me to join them. Which I still say is like the dumbest story beat imaginable. The fact that you're locked to one of the grand companies, I understand mechanically why they do it. This idea of like join a faction in like world versus world, or, you know, grand company versus grand company kind of nonsense in PvP. And it's like people want to side with their faction of like yellow, red, or blue. You know what I mean? I understand mechanically why they do it, because a bunch of games do that. Like, here's the red faction, the yellow faction, and the blue faction. Join one and fight against other people in PvP and stuff. But lore-wise in the game, it's like the dumbest thing imaginable. The idea that anyone lets a person who becomes the... At the beginning, when the grand companies are like, hey, join one of us, I understand that if you join one then, but later when you're like full-blown the warrior of light who helped them defeat the Empire and like push them out of Eorzea at like the end of ARR, the idea that any one of the grand companies can have full singular access to you as a member of their grand company is so dumb to me. Like, every fiber of my being says that every member of the Eorzean Alliance would be fighting against letting that happen, and they'd be like, no, just let the Warrior of Light, like, work with all 3 of the grand companies instead. Like, it seems dumb that they let you still be with one of the grand companies after you become, like, the hero of Eorzea. Because that absolutely gives one of the grand companies a massive, like, massive bonus against the other 2. I don't think they would allow that. No, Manphilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It says the tempered abductees that were rescued. Sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. I mean, in a couple of months or years, there will be another recourse, but for now, I guess not. Once a man is tempered, he's tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. So we Scions continue our fight that no more innocents need be sacrificed. Hope you'll continue to stand with us. Although that being said, my character shouldn't act surprised by this. My character is supposed to be a merchant from Ul'dah. Like, if anyone here should know that that's how the flames handled tempered victims, that it'd probably be my character. Although since my character wasn't a very successful merchant and he wasn't like part of the syndicate, maybe he wouldn't know that. Should be going. Must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me, how many more lies? Luswa would never have allowed this to happen. Stop whining. Being a little pessimistic whiner is just making you more vulnerable, Thancred. Have to do better. Have to be stronger. Alright, is that it? Quest complete. I do believe that's where I'll probably leave it for today. What's next? Here on the make. Yep, that's the grand companies. Okay, that's where I'll leave it for today. With my nerd. Oh, you can't get on her desk. That's annoying. There we go. So difficult to, like, center the camera where you actually want it, man. Do you mind? Why am I so fucking all over the place here? No? Okay. That's a dumb one, but whatever. Probably won't use that one. We'll see. Alright. Definitely going to be finishing the stream today. I've been going about 3.5 hours. Maybe you guys have some of the rewards. Maybe you don't have all of them. I am going to try and find someone on Twitch who has rewards active but is not doing MSQ. I'm going to try and find someone who's not going to be spoilery but has rewards active to see if I can find some place to send you guys today to continue gaining credit, I guess time credit on your rewards without having to worry about all the spoilers. Let's see. No spoilers. It says drops, but I don't know. MSQ done, leveling jobs and miscellaneous. I don't know if I want to send them to someone who's got MSQ done. That seems like it's just as likely to have spoilers too. Spoilers. Post-game crafting, no, EX2 clears, no. Spoilers. Spoilers. Drops enabled, Dawn Trail, no MSQ. Well, there's no MSQ. Spoilers and drops, MSQ done, leveling roulettes and more. Let's see. Could do... Pawn Rocket is MSQ done. Amber is no MSQ. Might be the better option. Maybe I will check out Pawn Rocket. I so rarely get the chance to raid Pawn Rocket because they really don't need my help most of the time. Yeah, maybe so. Let's do that. Alright. Okay. We'll go ahead and say hi to Pawn Rocket today. I will be back probably Saturday, and I probably will be continuing with the free trial playthrough. Like I said, I'm probably going to be doubling up on the free trial playthrough for the next few weeks at least, while getting through like some of the early crafting, leaves gathering, all that sort of stuff. And so my weekend stream, like this Saturday and probably most Saturdays or Sundays or whatever, will most likely not be MSQ at all. It'll most likely be like leaves gathering, crafting, leveling, just like weekly sort of upkeep stuff that I want to keep track of. And that's probably what I'll be doing this weekend. Next episode of the series on YouTube should be out this Friday, which will have this MSQ. It'll also have the stuff that I did earlier this week that I didn't do on stream, which again is going to be a lot of like leaves, crafting, gathering, all that sort of stuff. There's my YouTube if you guys want to check it out. Yeah, and then the next V Rising should probably be out sometime, maybe this weekend or early next week. We will see. Anyway, we'll see you guys later, and thanks for being here. Bye-bye.
Yeah.